Hello friends, welcome to all of you in official YouTube Excel learning channel of Mass Trading and Solution. Today in this video I'll teach you how to validate a column for unique entry similar to primary key, not exactly 100% but similar to primary key, a unique. Let's proceed for it. Let's have some example here. First I will open some worksheet to show you entire validation part. So topic is how to enter unique value in one column. So how to make a column unique? Normally, Excel doesn't support primary key. The definition of primary key is unique, not null. But by using data validations, we can make a column or row a primary key. Not exactly 100% primary key, but somewhat we can make it. We can make a column value for unique. So this is the worksheet we have. We have different columns here: employee code, name, age, salary, joining date. And the rule which we want to define here, these are mentioned here. In employee code, we want no duplicate, employee name only text, age only numeric data, salary between 5,000 to 50,000, not less not more, and joining date should be less than or equal to current date. So all 5 columns have their own rule to be defined here. If you see, we will see one by one. So I'll start through name column. I will come at the end to see how to make a column unique. Please watch this video till end. I'll explain you how to make a column unique. So in Excel also we can make a column for unique entry. Let us go with name first. Here the name column need to be only, if you see here, employee name only text. It means we want to validate this name column in such a way so that if a user knowingly or unknowingly enters some numeric value other than text, will prompt error and will not accept. So there are two rules to validate a columns or selections or row. First you select range and validate, or just select a cell, give some rule, and then you copy that cell down or right or up, bottom, left, right. I want to give this rule from here B3 till B10. So first I want to select this range, and after selections I would go to data tab. I click on data tab. Right hand side we have validations. If you see here, data validations. If you click on data validations, you get 3 options inside that. You need to click on data validation, the first options you have. Remember, first you need to select the range to be validated, or you can select a cell, validate it, then copy that towards down or left or right. So I click, first I select, then I went to data tab and then data validations, and I click on data validations option. If you click on this, you get this dialog box, window, where we have 3 tabs: setting, input messages, error alert. Input message and error alert are optional, but setting is mandatory. In setting you get by default any value, but there are so many things inside that, like any value, whole number, decimal, list, date, time, text length, custom. So I need to write some formula here. So formula need to be written inside custom. Remember, in data validations, if you want to write some formula, that need to be given inside custom. You can write formula inside custom. So I'll select custom because I have planned to write some formula to say this only text entry. I want this column for only text entry. to make only text, we have a functions called isText. What is isText? First, I'll just explain you in short. If you say equal to isText is a function of Excel which returns you, suppose I say Excel, and text always comes in inside double inverted comma, as you know. So isText function returns you true if you pass text parameter, and if you pass some numbers returns you false. So I am going to use same thing here. I just select first name column from B3 till B10 because I want to validate these cells, and then I go to data tab, then I go to data validations, and I click on data validations. We will get this dialog box where we get by default any value. You need to click on any value, and here we have so many options. We need to select custom because we have planned to write a formula here, and as you know, formula always starts with equal to sign. Equal to, I say is text open bracket, and I need to refer the first cell of the selection, I mean B3, and close the bracket. So I am saying equal to is text of B3. It means I am giving a rule to these selections. If entry is text, you are allowed to enter. So this is the rule we have given. If user is satisfying this rule, he can enter. When he will satisfy this rule? In the case of text only. So if you go down, if you go to B4, this formula will change automatically to B4. You need to give the first cell of selections. When you click OK, before clicking OK, if you want to give some input message, you can give. These are optional. I click on input message. Suppose our company name is Mars Training and Solutions. These are optional. Input message I can give, please enter text value only. Text value only. These are optional, remember. Then again you go to error alert. Again this is optional. If you say stop means you cannot go to next cell unless you correct it. I mean you need to give right value here, otherwise you cannot go to next cell. So stop is actual validations. If you select here warning means it will just warn you. If you force, you can go to next cell. I mean you can enter wrong value also in that cell if you force it. That's a warning. If this is stop means you cannot enter wrong value in the cell, because we have given a stop validation. So you have to follow the rule of these cells. You have to enter as per the rule specified in these cells. So actual stop is actual validations. If it is warning means if you are forcing, you can put wrong value also. I mean you can break rule, you can break validations. Information, only display information. So if you want to really stop user from unwanted value, it has to be stopped by default. Remember. Again, title is an optional. If you want, you can type. Suppose I type mass training and solution. Error message can be sorry, like that. Sorry. Sorry, try again. So finally, if you go to setting, this is a rule we have inside custom. Custom we have selected because it's a formula. We are writing a formula inside data validation, so it has to come inside custom. So custom and equal to is text of B3 because we want to make this column for only text entry. Input message again optional, title is optional, message is optional, error alert is again optional. In style it has to be, there may be stop, warning and informations. Stop means you have to write value as per the rule given. Warning, if you force, you can even break the rule. And information only gives you information. So if you really want to stop, I mean if you want user to enter value as per your rule, it has to be stopped by default, remember. Again, these are the messages, these are optional. So finally we have defined a rule for this column for text entries only. So things are ready. We can click OK and we can test, we can check whether these column, these cells are accepting value as per our rules or not. So I said OK. So see this message coming when you are there in the cell. I'll just type one value. Suppose I type here James. Yeah, accepted. I type here 1 2 3, not accepted. See some message coming, the message which was given, which you have given there. Otherwise software gives some by default message. Remember, if you don't give these messages there, software gives you by default message. So fine, in these cells we can't enter other than text values. Remember, it can be James 1, Martin, it can be Martin 1, because Martin 1 again is a text value. Don't think Martin 1 is the number. Okay, even one Martin also alphanumeric, and alphanumeric is also called text. So it will accept Martin 1, even Martin, even 1 Martin. These all three are text. Okay, so if you mix a text with a number, it's called alphanumeric, and alphanumeric is nothing but text. So as per given rule, this column is accepting right value as per the rule. It doesn't accept pure number. Okay, see here. So this column entry is fine as per our given rule. Now come to edge. As per given condition here, if you come down, age has to be only number, numeric value. So like isText, we have one function called isText. Similarly, this is isText we have, just for your reference, one function called isNumber also. Okay, just isNumber also. What is isNumber? IsNumber returns you true if you are passing any number. I'll show you. Equal to isNumber, and I pass some number, returns true. If you pass some text, will return false. Suppose I passed some text. Remember, text always comes in double inverted comma in Excel. See, so when is number true? When you pass a number inside this. Fine. So again I select these cells as per the rule of validations. Either you select cells and validate, or just be in one cell, validate and copy that cell down or left or right. So I have selected these cells. I want to define a rule in these cells that user can enter numeric value only. So I go to data, and again I say data validations here, and as you know we get any value here by default. I want to write a formula here. I can say custom, and again the same way as we have done before, is text, it has to be equal to is number, because we have planned here to restrict for numerical entry only. Okay, is number, and again you have to refer the first cell of selections. If it comes down automatically, this is changes. Okay, this will change. So finally formula is is number of C3. Again input message, these are optional, you can type or it's up to you. Okay, these are optional, not mandatory, but suppose I am typing it just for a reference. Here I say please enter numeric value, numeric value only. Again these texts may be anything. I copy this so that I can copy to error alert. So again I click on this tab called error alert. Again here same way, same thing is stop miss. You cannot enter a value other than the rules. You have to follow the rule. Warning, if you force, you can go to next cell, you can enter wrong value if you say force it, in the case of warning. Again if you have made it informations, only gives you information. So here I want actual restrictions, so I'll say stop. Again title may be anything. I just said the mass trading and solutions. Error message again may be anything. I just put here a message called suppose sorry. In my case always says sorry or try again. This is wrong value, you please try again. Again this value may be anything. These are optional, not required to give value even. So finally my things are ready. Setting is custom is number of C3. Click, and this is input message. This is optional. Again error alert. This is again optional. Finally after doing this I'll say OK. When I click OK, then I'll cross check. If I type some text, suppose I type here Mars, will not accept because these cells are restricted for numbers only. So I just set some numbers or maybe other some numbers. Even this will not accept alphanumeric because alphanumeric is a text. So this column is behaving as per the given validation rule. Now age, suppose I put age say 800 something, which is an abnormal value in age column. So can we restrict user for a limit of age, certain age, we can say greater than 18 years, because suppose employee age we have minimum rule 18 years. So I want to say greater than 18 years and less than equal to 60 years. Can we do that? Yes, you can do that basically. So we have some AND function, as you know. So how to modify rules? Again we select same range. I go to data and here data validations. Here I click on data validations. Here if you see custom, this is rule number 1. I want to add one more rule. Rule is I want to say and this is C3 grade. This is rule number 1. Is number of C3 is rule number 1. Then again I am saying C3 greater than equal to 18 comma C3 less than equal to 60. I have 3 rules. I want all 3 rules to be satisfied. Rule number 1 is equal to is number open bracket C3 close bracket, it has to number. Rule number 2 is C3 greater than equal to 18, means it has to be either greater than or equal to 18 comma. Rule 3 is C3 less than equal to 60. I want all these 3 rules to be satisfied, and this is the job of AND. What is AND function? If you remember, AND is a logical function which returns true if all parameters satisfied. Here I want to satisfy all 3 parameters, so outer function, the first function, has to be and open brackets. So you have to pass all three parameters inside AND. Okay, so I want all 3 to be satisfied the same time. Inside AND we have is number of C3 comma open close bracket, then C3 greater than more than equal to 18 comma C3 less than equal to 60 and close bracket of AND. Here you have to put bracket properly, otherwise it doesn't come automatically. Again, same process, input message. If you want, you can give error alert, you can mention. So my things are ready. I click OK. Now you can't enter here text because it has to be number only, and in number also you can't put less than 18, let's say 12, because we have restricted from 18 till 60. So you have to enter numbers between 18 to 60, any number between 18 to 60. You can see, if you say 61, will not accept, neither 61 nor 17, because we have restricted user for numbers, and numbers should be between 18 to 60. So this kind of rule also can be given in data validations. You could do the same thing using other way around also in data, I mean, while giving the validations. You can also say here, while giving validations without custom also, you could say by saying whole number. I mean, people say, can we do without using custom? Yes, you can say whole number between, you could say whole number between 18 to 60. This could also be done. So no need to say custom here. I'm just saying whole number between 18 to 60. Now if you type here 17, will not accept. So we'll take 18, yes. Even 60, yes. Even 60, yes. Will not accept any text. If you see here, it has to be numbers only, and number should be only, I mean, between 18 to 60. So the same thing can be done two ways, one by custom and one by using whole number between. It's up to you which way you want to prefer. Okay, one is custom, next is whole number between this to this. There's so many other parameters here. If you see, you can give either of one. I mean, here I'm saying whole number between this to this. Okay, so this is done. Now here salary, I want to mention salary rule. So what is salary rule here? So salary should be between 5 to 50. So I say I select this. Okay, and again I go data tab, I go to data validations, same way, same process, and here we have any value we want here. I mean, salary between 5 to, if you see here, 5,000 to 50,000. So here I will say whole number between 5,000, okay, and here I say 50,000. Okay, whole number between 5 to 50. So neither this will take less than 5 or more than 50. Again, same things can be done. You can put title, these are optional. You can put error alert, you know, by default is stop. You can give, I will not give this again and again. Okay, so if you want, you can give this basically. So click OK. We'll just check it. Does it accept more than less than 5,000? If I say 4,999, will not accept. You can say 5,000, yes. You can say, see, and even 50,000, you can see, yeah, accepting. 50,001, no, not accepted. You can see. So it means this is also following our rule. That's fine. Then I will come to joining date. If you see, what is joining date, should be less than or equal to current date. Fine. So before going to joining date column, before defining rule to this column, I would say one function is called today. Today is a functions, okay, which gives you system date equal to today. Today is a function which gives you system date, and it keeps on changing. Remember, this keeps on changing. Today equal to today, open close bracket. Some functions comes with open and close bracket, like rand equal to rand, open close bracket, equal to today, open close, equal to now, open close. So today function gives you system date. It keeps on changing. Why I'm saying this function here? Because while validating this join date column, so I just first select, and then I go data, and I click on data validations. Here again I go to setting. In setting, as you know, there's so many things. I have some date, so I just click on date. Okay, again in date there are so many operators between, less than, more than, greater than, less than, not equal to, greater than or equal to. I want to say less than equal to, because I want to say less than equal to current date. So less than or equal to, max to max, less than or equal to current date. It can't be future date. I mean, if today is 3rd of October, it means user can enter any date till 3rd of October 21, less than or equal to today. You can't enter 4th October today, because today 4th October is future's date. If you enter in tomorrow, so tomorrow you can enter 4th October, not today. But tomorrow you can't enter 5th October, because tomorrow 5th October will be future's date. So it has to less than or equal to today. So equal to today, today, open and close bracket. Why? Because today function always comes with open and close bracket. So finally I have done this. Again, input message you can give if you want. And again, error alert. By default this is a stop, as you know. And again, title and error message, it's up to you. These are optional. I will not give again and again. So I said setting. This is done. Finally I want to click OK to cross check whether it is accepting value as per my rule or not. I click OK, and then I just want to type some date, or futures date. So I just said 04, because my format is DDMMYY. So I want to type the 4th October 04 or 4, both are okay. You can type dash also or slash also, both are okay in Excel. People say, Rashid, whether to type dash or slash. I say both are okay, but don't type dot. So I say 04. Even I can say 4 also, but 0 has no meaning, because 0 before number has no meaning. But fine. I said 04 dash October is 10 dash 2021. When I say enter, not accepted because it's a futures date. So maximum we can type date till today, 3rd of October. So 03 dash 2021 we can type it. We can type it 1st October also, 01 dash 2021. We can type 30th of September also, so 30 dash 09 2021. So fine, this column is accepting data as per our given rule. So these are 4 columns are done. Now the last column, which I want to make unique. Okay, so I just select last column. Either you select range before validations, or you validate a cell and then you drag it down or left, right. So I want to make this column as a unique column. I mean, knowingly or unknowingly, user cannot enter duplicate value in employee code column. Okay, right now you can enter like 101. Again you can say here, suppose 110, again 101. Excel will not stop you for this, because you can enter any value in this column. I want to make unique column, so a user can enter only unique values. So first I make it blank, then I select entire cells of this column, then I go to data and I click on data validations. I click here. Again this will come, this window will come. If you want to write a formula, you go to setting and then go to any value and then click on custom. Why custom? Because we have plan to write a formula of functions. Formula of functions always comes inside custom. So I go to custom and equal to. I want to make this column unique, for unique value. Okay, so I want to write a function called countIf. Okay, so equal to countIf, open bracket. Then I select range from here, A3 to A10, because we are supposed to write value from A3, between A3 to A10. If you are planning to write a value from A3 to A1000s, accordingly you can select. And remember, you have to lock this range. Why? Because we want COUNTIF to check from the beginning every time. How to lock a range or cell? F4 function key shortcut, or you can use long cut also. I mean manually you can go to before A and before 3 put dollar, again before A before 10 put dollar. So my range is fixed. I mean I am supposed to type values in this range only, comma. What is countif body? Equal to countif range and comma things to be counted. So I want to count what? I click on A3. So whatever I type in A3, I want to count that. If I am in A4, I want to count that. If I am in A5, I want to count that. So right now, if I am in A3, I am typing that something will count A3 only. Suppose I am in A3, I am typing 101. It will check how many times 101 in this range. I mean in A3 from A3 to A10. If you are in A5 and you are typing say 110, will count how many times 110 in this range. I close bracket. I say equal to 1. I mean you can, if you are satisfying this rule, you can type value. And remember, equal to 1 means what? Suppose you are in 1 and you are typing 101. It will countif will count how many times 101 in this range. I mean range is what? A3 to A10. We are supposed to type values in this range only. So every time if you are in cell number A5 and you are typing something, will just count how many times that something in this range. I say if that something which you are typing is one time, then you are allowed to type. And when it is one time, it means you are typing that value first time only. So I am saying equal to 1. If you satisfy these conditions, you can type value. When a user will satisfy these conditions, when he is typing value first time, equal to 1. This is the rule I have defined. If user satisfying this rule, he can type value. When user will satisfy this rule, first time only, because I said equal to 1. So suppose you said in A6 and you are typing 100, 130. What countif does? Countif counts how many times this 130 in this range will return occurrence. If it is one time, you can type value. You are allowed. So it means if you are typing any value first time, countif return 1, and as per rule you are satisfying conditions, means you can type value. Now I need to cross check. Remember, your countif range A3 to A10 need to be locked. Suppose you are supposed to type data between A3 to A1000, then you have to say $A $3 colon $A thousands. You know well how to lock your range either by shortcut F4 or long cut by putting dollar manually. And again, comma, what is countif body? Equal to countif open bracket range comma things to be counted. So here range is A3 to A10 comma things to be counted is A3. So if you have to take the first cell of selections, and that keeps on changing automatically. So if you are in A3 and you are typing 110, countif returns how many times this 110 in this given range. I said equal to 1. Again, input message can be anything as per requirement. These are optional, and error alert again, these are optional. So I am ready with this. I want to cross check. I click OK. I click OK. Now I cross check. 101, 110, sorry, 110, 101. Not accepted. Okay. Again I said 1 2 3. Again 189. Then again I said 110. Okay. Not accepted. It means you have to type unique value only. But there's a problem here. If I say Lucy, accepted, but technically employee code can't be Lucy. So I want to change my rule. I want to say in this column has to unique as well for the numbers only. So how to validate a column for unique numbers only? So this is rule 1 only. How to modify? Again select and go to data and click validations. This rule says you can type numbers only, but I want to say same time it has to, this rule says you can type unique value only, but at the same time I want to say that unique value has to be number. So how to say number, comma, is a number is a function, just we have seen before, is number, open bracket, and I click on A3, the first cell. So now I have two conditions. Condition number 1 equal to COUNTIF, open bracket, range, comma, A3, close back, equal to 1. Rule number 1. This rule number 1 is for a unique value, and rule number 2 for only number. I want both rules to be satisfied at the same time. Who can do this? And I want both rules to be checked and satisfied. Who can do this? And function. So before COUNTIF I have to apply and A and B and open bracket and close brackets. So finally my formula is done. Inside and I have given two conditions. One is COUNTIF to make it unique, and second is number to make it number. I want both to be satisfied at the same time, and that can be done by and only. So my things are ready. The same way, again same thing, input message, error alert is optional. Remember, in error alert you have to make it a stop only, and by default it's a stop only. So my things is ready. You can say my things are ready. You can click OK. I want to cross check. I just say OK. Just you can see I can wait for 2-3 seconds. This is the formula, and formula function is equal to and open bracket, inside and we have two conditions, two functions. One is COUNTIF to make it unique, and next is number to make it number only. When I click OK, if you now type some text value, will not accept. So now this has to unique. Even I say 101, you can't type. It means this column has to be unique and only number. Now one thing in data validation is it only checks when you press enter or tab key. When you say, so this is checked when you press enter after typing, if you press enter or you press tab key. But suppose if you copy data from somewhere, let us say I have here 189, okay, 189 I have here. If I copy this and just paste in this cell, will accept. That is a drawback, because when you copy some data and paste into cell, you are not only copying value, you are copying the format, the validations of that cell also. So the rule of that cell source, H here it is what's called H9. See, everything gets copied here. So validations is only useful or mainly useful when you are sure user will not copy paste, user will type only, because rule is checked when you press enter or tab. Rule is not checked when you copy something and paste here. This is one drawback. Be careful. Second thing, suppose in this cell, these cells, some values are already entered. Okay, let me to clear rule first. How to clear rule? Select data validations, and here we have clear. Just I copy this. I say clear rule. Okay. Now I type here some duplicate value. Then I notice that notice that let's make this unique, but there are some entries done before, so I just select. Then further I have decided to make this column unique. Few entries are done before my decisions, so now I am going to give a rule to these cells. So cells are now selected. I go to data I click on validations, data validations. Again, I just go to any value. I click on custom. I go to formula and I just copy this formula. You can type it. I have just copied. I know. Just so the formula I have written. Okay. Once you click OK, further you cannot break rule. User cannot enter duplicate value now, but before applying validations, there are so many entries done. I want to cross check how many cells are breaking my rule in this area. So it may happen after typing data, entering data, you come to know, let's validate now. But before your validation, there are so many entries done. If you want to cross check how many cells, how many entries are breaking my rule, that can be done easily after applying validations. So I have applied rule in a column, A3 to A10. Now I want to see how many cells are breaking my rule. How many cells are having duplicate value, because as per rule, user cannot enter duplicate value. Okay. So after applying rules, validations, after applying validations only, you can go to data tab and again data validations, and here you have one thing called circle invalid data. Remember, for this first you have to apply rules, apply data validations, then only you can say circle invalid data. This will circle all cells which are breaking your rules, your validations. The moment you correct these cells, this circle will go off. This circle will not for print, just to indicate you. Once you save your file, circle will go off. So this circle will go off either once you save or once you correct your data. Let us say 101, I make it 110. See, circle is gone. So after applying a rule, you can use data and data validations. Here circle invalid data to just circle those cells which are breaking your rule so that you can correct it. And last is clear validation circle. Hope it gives you clarity to give rule to your cell, to validate your columns, rows or cells for unwanted entry, so that you will get accuracy in your data. Otherwise, after feeding data from a layman, it's very difficult to cross check thousands of rows and columns. So better before handing over sheet to your data entry operator or someone, you specify the rules using data validation so that users cannot make mistakes. So chances of mistakes are very less if you have rules defined in all columns. So how do you define rules? Using data validations. Thanks for watching this video. If you find this relevant to you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. You can recommend this to your friends also, colleagues also. These are very informative and very useful for your professional life. Again, thanks to you for watching this video. For other thing, you can refer my websites. It is in the last paragraph of my video. You can browse my website. You can see a lot of information there. You can download. No charges for this. Thank you very much.